Today obviously we are focusing on the foundation of the body part everyone likes to skip, which is going to be the legs. But since you're watching this video, you're probably not skipping them, and you probably need a way to work your legs at home. Guess what? I'm going to show you some different exercises you can do in the comfort of your own home, from beginner to advanced. You're only probably going to need one piece of equipment to make it happen for some of the exercises, but you can always swap them out. But it's going to be good, so stay tuned. So the first exercise obviously is going to be the classic squat. Everyone should be able to do squats. You don't need no equipment, all you need is space. So again, we're just going to come down to a nice depth, push back up. Very simple, nice and easy, guys. Now obviously if you're doing these body weight, it's going to be a high rep exercise. For beginners, you know, you're going to probably total out about maybe 20 or 30 reps. For those who may be more advanced, you know, you're going to be hitting those higher figures. So squats, very easy. Now if you are just getting into exercise, you may need to use a bench or chair on the lower portion of the squat just to help you out a little bit. So if you're just starting here, you can just literally just touch down, or you can start on the bench and then push back up. Slowly lower yourself back down and then push back up, guys. Simple as that. Now if we want to progress this, make it a little bit harder, we can go into a unilateral movement, which is going to be the split squat. So again, we're just going to need our bench, and all we're going to do is place one foot on top of the bench. Make sure that you find your balance where you're comfortable, and we're just going to squat down and explode back up, guys. Now this is obviously going to be more difficult because we're only working off of one leg, so we're going to focus on our balance as well with this, but it is going to improve the intensity of the exercise. Now if you're struggling with balance, guess what, there's an option for that. All you need to do is find something that you can hold on to, maybe a door frame, a pole, anything, and literally we're just going to place our hand on the pole, and that's going to help us with the balance part of the movement, guys, because we all have different goals. Some of us, maybe we just want our legs to get stronger, then we can, you know, take out the balance equation. Some of us, you may play sport, you might be an athlete, and you do need to work on that balance part of the movement, then you just do it freehand. However, if that's not the goal, you can always get some assistance. Now if you don't have a bench or chair or anything, at the very least you can do this movement in a split stance position. So you're going to bring one foot forward, other foot, feet lined up just like this, and we're just going to lower ourselves down, knee touch, come back up, come back up. We're not slamming our knee to the floor, light touch, push back up, keeping that tension on the front quad, guys. It's not about using, you know, anything else apart from the legs. Keep the core nice and tight, and then push back up. Very simple, very easy. Now the next exercise we're going to jump into is going to be leg lowers, guys. So again, you're going to need something that you can stand on. It doesn't have to be this high, it can be a bench, chair, anything that is sturdy and can hold your weight. Let me put this way so you can see a little bit clearer. And literally all you're going to do is just lower yourself down, maintaining your balance, push back up, repeat again, push back up. Now if you haven't got the depth to reach the floor, that's fine, but just starting here, then pushing back up, guys. Keeping it very simple. Going to build a lot of tension in the quads, and again focusing on that ankle stability, ankle strength, knee stability, knee strength as well, and your balance. So you have to make sure the core is engaged. So again, just to show you from a different angle, lower yourself down, nice. Oh, make sure your foot's at the edge of the bench. First off, lower yourself nice and slow, push back up, push back up. You can use your arms as well to help you find and maintain your balance, but we're really focusing on making sure that we're getting a nice lowering portion controlled. And it's not a rush, guys. Take your time, really make sure that you're controlling the eccentric, and then you explode up nice and powerful. Now again, if you have to do this assisted, you can hold on to something when you're doing the lowering part and then work yourself back up, guys. Now the next exercise we're going to get into is basically going to be a reverse of this. So literally it's just going to be a step up with a knee drive. Again, really going to work the legs. You can alternate the legs, or you can just keep one leg on the bench and just push there, guys. But we're making sure this front quad is really doing the majority of the work. Just like that. Keep it nice and simple. Do a couple reps of those and you're going to start to feel the burn. So once you've got those exercises pretty much down packed, you can start to move into some intermediate or more advanced exercises depending on your your current fitness level or skill level. So what we can start to do is things like assisted pistol squats. So you have to find something to hold on to help you maintain balance and also for a bit of support. And what we can do is just lower ourselves down, guys, push back up. This hand here is not really supposed to be doing majority of the work. Again, it's just for stability, a bit of support and balance, but we still want that quad doing nearly all the work. So when we come down, if you can come down this low, excellent. If you can't, then you might have to just work in this region here, but you should still be feeling that all through your quad, guys. Again, excellent movement, really going to build quality leg strength, and you don't need any equipment, just something to hold on to, and then you can explode back up. You are going to have to use your hands as well to help you find and maintain that balance, also the core strength, and it is going to take a lot of ankle mobility and stability as well. So be mindful of those things. Start with a few reps as low as maybe 4 or 5, see how you develop, and then you can progress from there. And obviously the next progression is going to be a straight pistol squat. Now for me, I like to elevate my feet when I am doing pistol squats. I just find it is a little bit easier for me, maybe because I'm tall, but when you're doing a pistol squat, you really have to make sure that you've got you found your balance before you get started, number one, and that when you do come down, it's under a reasonable level of control. It doesn't have to be super slow, but it's under control. So when we come down, nice and control, push back up. Now you can alternate sides. That will be a little less taxing on the legs. Push back up, guys. Now initially it's going to be kind of hard to find that balance, but over time you will get better at them. So keep working on them, keep training on them, and you can always regress. So let's say you do a few pistol squats, you kind of lose the strength in your legs a little bit, you can just move into some assisted ones to get a few more reps in, guys. But if you don't practice it, you'll never get better at it. So again, just to show you one more time, nice, slow, under control, like that. Then we just switch to the other side, nice, slow, under control. And that's the next one that you can do. Has a questionable name, but it's not a questionable exercise. It's going to be the Sissy Squat. Now some of you may have seen this from our other videos, some of you may have not. So the Sissy Squat is really going to put a burn on the quads. This is a little bit oily. I just oiled this up to make sure it's all right. But anyway, so Sissy Squat, what you probably want to do if you're just doing this for the first time is stand in between a door frame, or if you have 2 poles on either side, and literally all we're going to do is just bend at the knees, come back up. So it's almost like your body is at an angle, like a slant. We're putting a lot of pressure on the knees, on the quads, under control. We're coming onto our toes as well, and then push back up. Again, in regards to the hands and the upper body, literally for support and stability. We're not really trying to pull ourselves back up with our upper body. It's just there to help us maintain balance and being safe. Now, if If you want to progress it a little bit more, you can always move into just one hand. So again, we're just pushing there. And if you are tall like me, you may have to resort to doing it. I'll use this on a bit of an elevated surface. Just so you can get a bit more depth and range of motion on the movement. So if we come here, now the floor is no more a limiting factor. We can get more range of motion and more depth, just like that. And you can literally use anything to elevate yourself. Books, you know, bricks like I got, a bench, a chair, anything. But just make sure that you're doing those sissy squats. So this is just to show you from an alternative angle, and you can see the range of motion and the depth that is going on. Push back up. Now you might find it easier just to do it with one hand. It's up to you, or you can keep switching over hands to make sure each side is getting equal work. But at the end of it, your quads will be on fire. As you progress more and more over time doing the sissy squats, or should I say the assisted sissy squats, you should be able to do it unassisted. That will take some time to get that same range of motion. However, you can always just start there, come back up. So literally just like that. It is a weird range of motion, but again, over time, we're trying to practice myself as well, you should be able to do them for multiple reps. Some people can bring themselves all the way to the ground, but if you need to just start just here and then push, then that's fine. So we've already explored a few different squat patterns, but one of them that I want to make sure we cover is lateral squats. A lot of people forget about the lateral squats, so that's that side to side movement. So again, for lateral squats, you literally, all you do is step out to your side and then push back up. Switch side, push back up. We want to make sure that we're strong in all planes of movement. Whereas a normal squat, you know, a lot of people focus on lunging forward, which is another way that we can do a squat. So again, just stepping forward, that's the main one people would go to next. However, we want to focus on that side to side movement as well, especially for my athletes out there, focusing on just getting nice and low, switch and switch. Now if you want to take it to the next level, now what we're going to do is get a nice split stance, and we're going to do some Cossack squats. So literally we're going to get even deeper into the squat, just like that, and then we just switching sides. That's going to put a lot more stress on the quads, but however, it's going to improve our range of motion. We're going to get stronger in a longer range of motion as well, and again, puts a lot more emphasis on the quads. So that's two exercises that you can do also. One of the muscle groups that most people struggle to grow and develop, it is very stubborn, and that is going to be your calves. And we're simply just going to do some calf raises, guys. Don't overcomplicate it. Do the nice standing. Find something again that you can hold on to for stability, and literally all we're going to do is come up onto our toes, come back down, come back down. Now you can work on the range of motion as well, so you can work in two planes. You can either start with your feet here and come up, or you can start in a deeper range of motion and then come up like that. It all depends on where you feel it most and what you're trying to achieve at the end of the day. But doing those, it's going to be high reps unless you're going to start doing them weighted. But to make them more difficult, you can do them single leg as well. And we're really just making sure that we're getting that contraction at the top of the movement, and then obviously we're getting the stretch back on the calf when we're lowering our foot back down. So keep it nice and simple. Do those consistently. You can do this on a step. You know, everyone's got stairs in their house or outside your house, or you can just get a set of bricks. Anything that's going to give you that grip, that ground clearance for you to be able to do the calf raises. And that is all the exercises that I have for you today in regards to your legs. There are many more that we could cover that are going to hit different parts of your legs. Today was definitely more quad focused than anything. Remember, you still got to work those hamstrings as well, but we'll leave that for another video. But I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you try out some of these exercises. Again, you need little to no equipment, so there's no excuse at all. You should be putting in the work. You shouldn't be walking around with chicken legs like Johnny Bravo, all that other stuff. Just make sure that you're getting the work done. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.